You're not playing James Madison, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Talk a little about the way the special teams played the other night. I think Coach Bird was pretty pleased, saying that you guys are playing all-out effort, and it's pretty well disciplined so far through the first 2 games.
Yeah, knock on wood, the effort was really good. That was the best part.
Yeah.
You know, they were flying around. We do a big hit of the week award where we let the team vote on it. Usually we might have 1 or 2 guys. We had 5 to choose from Saturday, which is we've never had. They're flying around. They're playing hard. I mean, one of the first kickoffs, Aldrich Fordham gets the heck knocked out of him, gets his helmet knocked off. He runs in there and makes the tackle, you know, with his helmet off, just stuff like that. Got to be a lot better, though. You know, I mean, field goal team, we had to burn a timeout because we had 10 guys on the field one time. Right there when we're getting ready to kick the field goal at the end of the game, we jump, we move, have to back it up 5. We get a penalty on a kickoff return. We had 10 men on the field one time on a punt return. That was my fault. We should have had a punt block, you know, the last part of the game, thank God. I mean, they were about 2 inches away from blocking a punt, which could have changed the game. It was 14-6 in the 4th quarter. So a lot that we got to clean up, but the effort has been really good, and they're playing hard, and that's all you can ask for.
The kickoff, how are you happy with the way Scribbenhausen has been kicking off? Are you looking to maybe?
Yeah, he's done okay. You know, we're going to give Jay, let Jay work this week in practice, see how he does. Let him kick on Saturday. And Joey's been, you know, good. He needs to be better, and he knows that. But he's done a decent job the first couple of weeks. We've covered well, and but we need to do a better job kicking, and he knows that.
If I recall, a kick went out of bounds. Was that one thing?
Yeah, you know, we talked to him about trying to get the ball over there as close to the sideline as possible, and outside the numbers, and he got a little too close to the sideline on that one. You know, so we knew, you know, as long as it's good hang time and outside the hash, we got a chance. We'd like to get it over there in that corner as close as we can to the sideline, but we just we got a little too close to it on that one.
Is 51 yards sort of beyond maybe Spencer's range a little bit?
He can hit 51. Yeah, I mean, he's not. You know, I mean, that's not where I would say it's automatic by any stretch of the imagination. But it's you know, it's he can hit 51. He's done it before. I've seen him do it before. You know, the biggest thing is just we had 10 guys on the field, so we had to burn a timeout, and then that messes up his whole routine and rhythm, and kind of everything that could have gone wrong on that one went wrong. But he can hit 51.
Antonio Allen, right now, how'd he look tonight getting back out
He
there?
did okay. You know, he went with Coach Fitzgerald about the first half of practice and did a little rehab, and then he went out and practiced about the last 15-20 minutes. We got about 5 or 6 plays in, just running around a little bit. So Tuesday and Wednesday will be the big days for him. If he can get a lot of work in on Tuesday and Wednesday, then he'll have a chance to play on Saturday.
How's Dion looking for you?
Doing okay. You know, Dion's, you know, we told him today, I didn't anticipate us only playing 40-some snaps on defense. You know, I wish we could do that every game. But when you go from playing 84 the week before to playing 40-something, I mean, that's huge. And credit our offense, obviously. So we didn't have to sub a lot of guys, but you know, if we had, I would have had no problems putting Dion in the game Saturday, and would have no problems putting him in this Saturday. He's a smart kid. He's a tough kid.
Your thoughts on DeMario through the first 2 games and how he's performed and what he's got to continue to get better at?
Done well. I mean, he's a guy that had to go from playing 10, 15 plays a game last year to played 80-some last week or 70-some last week, and played a bunch, played every snap at Spur the other day. So he's done a good job. You know, and needs to continue to get better and learn. But he was very good Saturday. He was much better Saturday than he was against Southern Miss. You know, he was flying around. He was where he was supposed to be. He was making checks. He did a good job.
Do you see his development just growing day by day? I mean, we kind of talk about where he's heading with his career.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's a guy that last year we were just hoping he could learn Spur and play maybe 10 plays a game, whereas now he's playing Spur. He's our dime on third down package. When we get our best athletes on the field, he's the dime. You know, I looked back there last week, and he had put himself in practice against at boundary safety, you know, and I look back there one time. So he's a smart guy, and he knows what to do, and he's developed mentally as far as that goes, and he's getting stronger and getting more and more comfortable out there, and looks more at home.
Obviously, for obvious reasons, best off this weekend, Division I AA team can be very dangerous. I mean, is that the message trying to get across not only to your players, but the whole team to say, hey, look, my dad got bitten by one AA team today, so they're ready to play these guys.
I don't like talking about Virginia Tech losing. I'll talk more about App State beating Michigan a few years ago and all that.
Jacksonville State and Ole Miss.
Yeah, North Dakota.